up yet. But I want to thank God for being here where I am. I ask the Lord to help me do the things that I can't do or the things that I don't know that I can do. You see, I have been recently given information how deceived we as human beings have been. And for the most part, we didn't know it. Somebody might have told us that, but we didn't believe it. We didn't know it. For instance, we were told, a lot of us were, that Christopher Columbus discovered America. What reason did we have for not believing it? We believed it. Only to find out later, everywhere people were around him before Christopher Columbus got here. And they're going to give him credit for discovering it. It would have been a different thing if they had said, we didn't know people lived over there in that part of the world, but Christopher Columbus was, and we found out they did. We found out some new information. That's one thing. But to say I discovered something, mean it didn't exist before we came into contact with it, doesn't make any sense. And then that takes you back, takes me back. I don't know what take you. When I started going to church as a young boy, they used to tell us, you know what they used to tell us in church. And as a youth going to church, you believe everything they say. Why? Because why not? Who's going to lie to you? And for what? Somebody telling you about this great God who made the world and made you and a loving God? Hey, that's fantastic to believe until you turn around and see the pain and suffering, see the crying and the agony, the terror and the war. And then you really messed up. What about the God? Then somebody comes along and tells you, well, the God that you're looking for in the world is not out there. The God out there in the world is the one that's destroying. What it's going to take is the God that's in you to keep you from conforming. In other words, the God that's in you is the one is that which keeps you from accepting the fact that Christopher Columbus discovered America. It is the God that is in you that will teach you and give you the strategy to deal against white supremacy. It is the God in you, not the God out there, that will keep you in a position so that you can stand up against America's greater country and all the world when all these people are here. It is the God in you that protects the invisible God that created the earth and all the stuff that we sit on and eat. It is the invisible God that through us protects all of that from anything that would destroy it. And if you're not talking about everybody on earth being happy, fulfilled, and satisfied, it needs to be destroyed. Why? Because it's a cancer. It will eventually get you off. And if it's going to get you down the road, or you're going to have to straighten it up down the road, you might as well straighten it up now. So I'm going to before the American people and the people of the world and telling them that I don't know what you believe, but I'm asking you to do something special. Love yourself and pretend that the invisible power that you can't see that made the earth is superior to the power that's put you in bondage. And commit to yourself that you're going to come out of this bondage. And the way you're going to come out of this bondage is by caring about other people. Caring about other people will empower you to stand up against anything that come at you. So I'm asking we, the people of the world, to stand up. We made the cause. We make sure the food is here. We make sure that the water is purified. We make sure that we get education. We make sure that the infrastructure is made. We make sure that health care is provided. We make sure that we go to the moon. We, the people, make sure everything that exists, even the pain and stuff, has been distorted. So now we, the people, should make sure that peace, prosperity, and freedom, and joy and happiness is experienced on earth by every human being on the face of the earth, that we will live our life and not dream about it. That's what I ask you, the people, to do. Black people, white people, Americans, and everybody else. People who say you believe in God, I'm telling you, is that God that you believe in, is it trying to make the world beautiful? When you sit up at home and fuss and do nothing, let me tell you one example. I was talking to a lady yesterday, and then I'm going to continue this thing. And we were talking about what we're talking about right now, or what I'm talking about right now. And I was trying to share with her something, as you can see. You can imagine I was trying to share with her. And she started telling me, well, only thing, people can't mislead her. We know for ourselves what's right. I'm trying to figure out how you know that. How did you know the Christopher Columbus did discover America? But anyway, they were saying this. And they were saying, all you got to do is just make sure you treat people right. Make sure you help people when you can help them. And you know the story that people usually tell. Then I said, I told them that didn't make God feel great because God ain't stupid. And the devil ain't too stupid. The devil knows that people coming to say believe in God are going to if they didn't before. Somewhere down the line, they're going to believe in God. But God represents the opposite of evil. And the devil wants to utilize and exploit God by allowing you who have not totally accepted the devil yet, I haven't totally rejected God, to do what you think is right. Go in there and feed the homeless. Not all of them, just some of them. In other words, do those kinds of things. And that makes all of everybody else say, well, this is a good nation. This nation is good. We do the right thing. But I ask you this. When you went out there and gave the homeless some food, you didn't feed everybody. None of you fed everybody. Homeless still existed. But when you did what you did, you, the individual I'm talking to now, you did all that and you felt proud. And then you left from where you were. You went on down someplace driving. You passed by a dude on the corner with a sign saying, help, I need help. And you said, well, if I had something, I would help. But I ain't got, I'm just going to go ahead and pass this one up because you already did your duty. That same one right there that you passed up can condemn you because you ain't perfect. You ain't right. And what God allows you to see in this, what God allows you to see in this is what the devil is doing. The devil allowed you to go there and help these here people over here so you can feel like you're serving God. But when you pass by that man on that street and said, I ain't got nothing to give, you had something to give. What else did you have to give? Look what I'm doing right now. I'm talking against the world that would allow something like that to happen. That you can do. If you didn't know that you could do that, keep on trying to care. It'll come to you. Because if it doesn't come to you, you're going to find yourself in that same position. And when you find yourself in that position, you'll know. It might be a little late, but I'm telling you. So what you got to do is, you know what you got to do. I don't have to explain that anymore. I just wanted to let you know that all of us in the world are tricked. And if we're not trying to make the world perfect, if we're not trying to make it beautiful, if we're not trying to make it wonderful, we're trying to destroy it. Either way, remember that. Bye.